Hi everybody, Mature Simmer here. So welcome back to Airport CEO as I'm working here getting my airport running. So let's just start moving along. I know folks had some comments in the first episode that I spent a long time and people were looking for gameplay and they weren't getting that. So I'm going to try to obviously focus a lot more on that this episode. Also try to keep it a little bit more reasonable in length. So let's see. We have passenger service agents. We have some security officers. All right, we need one more ramp agent, I think, because I tend to have 4. I need some janitors too. Do I have? No, I do not. So let's see if we've got a decent... Well, we'll just get the janitors going. And get some good folks here. They're not that expensive, so let's see. We'll go ahead and get like a really good one there, and then let's see what our ramp agent options do we have. We do have a green. All right, so we should be all set with that, and then that will have people out here, and we'll be able to, get moving along. So we have fuel. And again, I think at this point it's our... No, I guess these are travelers coming in, but I'm wondering if I have enough room. So we need to get going, but the other thing that I think I want to take a peek at, let's see if I can... I'm not sure I can do that yet. So let's look for R&D projects. So yeah, let's get some emergency response unit capability. So there we go. We've got 5. So that should go relatively quickly. But that'll be kind of the next thing we want to look at doing. Alright, so we've got passengers loading up here. And again, if I go to the flight, we can kind of see... we've got things boarding. This one's on time. All the people have arrived, but it looks like it's still... I think it's going to get here at 9, so should be soon. So there it is. Now let's see on the flight planner. Alright, so we do have some more flights available. Now, if I want to do an auto planner, I need a COO and a CIO. And that is actually quite a nice feature because that starts to fill out the schedule. So let's go look at that. Because right now we're doing okay. So I need a COO and a CIO. I think I get those from the front page. So let's see. Well, goodness. All right. So, Lars de Jong, but the CIO's not so good. But let's hire them. And then I should be able to go here, turn on the auto planner. There we go. And then they should go ahead and schedule flights as Lufthansa gives us some new things to work at. And again, right now we've got a $4,000 per hour profit, so that is a good thing. Let's see if we can move along a little bit here. Alright, so there we go. So they have now scheduled that one for that stand. And again, this is 3 flights. And they're going to keep adding more as we get things going. You can see our flight capacity for the airport is 25 because of the air traffic control tower, but they'll give us up to 30 active flights. But once again, this is per day. And this is not per day. So this is telling us 19, but that's because we have flights into the future. So Saturday is still pretty light, but that's where I'm hoping we'll get some more additional things. So everything right now appears in pretty good shape. losing a bit, but it's a quiet time at the airport right now, so not unexpected. But we want to get some of these commercial flights going. I'm a little concerned about the staff room. Is the bathroom open? Oh, probably a good idea to have the bathroom available for people. Similarly, this one is not open either, so let's do that because people may need to use that. There we go. Because, yeah, otherwise we'll have some unhappy folks. But now folks can do what they need. And I'm sure we'll have a mad rush for a little while now that it's finally open. But, you know, people milling about a little bit, you know, as a bathroom would be. But as you can see, all our employees are a little bit like, wow, 3 days in, we finally have a bathroom. So, the little things we forget sometimes. Alright, let's see. Alright, nothing new yet. Now, I don't know if that's because flight's finished. I'm thinking that's why it's 17 of 30, because basically the other flights are complete, and so they're not active because they're not scheduled forward. But again, you know, Lufthansa's going to try to figure that out. At this point, we're probably going to start boarding. When do they? They're going to leave at noon. So yeah, I'm sure pretty soon they'll start going. The airport gets pretty interesting once we get further along, so I don't know that this episode, or, you know, it might take a few. I'm going to try to keep things, it seems the YouTube audience tends to like 30 minutes or so. Anything longer than that really requires, I don't know, specialized things or something that really demands that level of attention. But obviously I want to go ahead and move forward a bit if I can. There we go. So we're finally starting to get some people on board. You can see our cash is improving, which is always good. Don't know that we'll get, you know, to a positive cash flow, but there goes the plane. And again, typically what will happen is once it takes off, we're going to get, I think, 2,500. That's when we finally get that money. So there we go. And that was that other flight. And so if we watch that, whoop, it didn't. I have it going too fast is my problem. So silly me. But this should be the other Lufthansa flight. Ah, there we go. So they just seem to be throwing everything into stand 1. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, because what will then start happening is, you know, things will go forward. So yeah, we can prompt, always delay, always send away. So yeah, we'll do always delay. I used to have it prompt when I played, but for the most part I just delay things. But everybody's leaving. The restrooms are being used here, so that's a good sign. Let's see how we're doing on our research. Oh, goodness. It did say 24 hours, so, you know, and that's probably with 6 people. I've not figured out yet how to get project group 2 and 3 open. I think that requires some sort of R&D that I haven't done yet. And I'm trying to kind of avoid dealing with the roadways here, because, you know, the next flight type is going to require different stands. Here we go. All right, so we're starting to book things up, but now we're 29 of 30. So this is kind of a full schedule right now. So we're going to have a bit of quietness in the afternoon. I probably wouldn't have been the case otherwise, but it is what we've got. So, but next flight, so basically 4 o'clock, 4 in the afternoon till about 8 p.m. Yeah, we'll be pretty busy. We'll see if we can stick with the 30. At one point, I ended up increasing separation in my first kind of playthrough as I was learning the game. I ended up doing an hour because things kept getting delayed. So that does become the challenge. So because I do tend to kind of sometimes cut things out, just because I'm not talking or nothing's really happening, you know, we'll see how close we get to the half an hour. I'm probably going to do like, 45 minutes of gameplay or something, and with editing, assume that will come down to some reasonable limit. But right now, nothing's really going on. I think we're just waiting for the plane to turn around. Part of the problem is we just don't have the ability to research and do a lot of things. So, we are getting people checking in. There they go, starting to board the flight. And again, around 1600, we're going to have a couple more flights come in. So let's see where we're at. All right, so everybody's en route. People aren't through security yet, but they're getting there. So as a reminder, we've got about an hour and a half with that last flight. And so now we've got 30 of 30 flights, but, airline satisfaction's better. It was lower. A little bit of profit again. It's always a pleasant thing to see. Everybody should be in by now. There go the ramp agents. They're getting ready because the planes, I'm sure, have landed. All right, you've been selected by the Department of Infrastructure and Transportation as the winner of the Aviation Transportation Award. It is our belief that your airport will be of greatest importance to Cleveland, and we have therefore transferred an amount of $1 million to your accounts receivable. We hope that the awarded funds will come to good use. Well, wow. I'm sure we're going to need those for our emergency response units. So maybe getting ahead on that was helpful. But all right, everybody's through for the next flight. It's still en route. The ramp agent is working on LH-140. I'm sure that's that one. If we look here, again, this is where you can get a lot of information, and you can kind of see the same information. So boarding hasn't started. They're not looking for refueling. This plane is also not looking for refueling. Part of the reason is I think these need JetA Fuel. So that's the other thing I'm going to need to do. Like, I've got all these things I need to research. So, so all this money will help. All right, so people getting through security. There's the third flight. Here they all go. Now this is our satisfaction down here. All right, so this is services, which makes sense. Right now, we're offering bathrooms. We're pretty basic, so we don't have a lot of services. But as a fledgling airport, that's really our only option. So let's see where we sit. Goodness, 30%. I could hire another administrator, but it's not going to speed things up that much. It's just the reality that we've just got things going on. So these are going to go. Lights are coming on because it's getting dark. It's now 7 p.m. Alright, there go planes. So let's go take a peek here, because I'm sure that, oh, that must just be another general aviation aircraft that came in. So we should have things taken off, but there we go, 4,500 in profit that hour. So, but again, we're having a lot of planes leaving. This one will request some fuel, so that'll help. We'll sell some fuel. Here comes the fuel truck. So yeah, we probably want to get JetA Fuel next. Again, we're going to need a new, not necessarily a new provider. The fuel provider will provide both, but to be able to do things, fuel depot. So it's here. Now, a weather station. Probably going to wait until we get a little bit better the capability, because then we get to forecast out, which helps us a little bit, I think. I don't think there's a ton of assistance. Alright, so now we can easily go faster. So we'll see if I can go to the next day. Okay, advanced aircraft are in motion, so problem is the GA aircraft kind of hang out. So again, the little hiccups there are it's saving and so forth. But let's see, because if I can get to the next day, did he take off? He did. There are no aircraft in motion that I know of, but the problem ends up, like if you have anything en route. See, I'm confused if these are going to leave today still. So I don't know if that's the issue, because once you get to the morning, then you have the challenge of, you know, things are en route, and then there's aircraft in motion, even though they're not in your airport, is I think what ends up happening. Because I was hoping that we could just get... I've never gotten this fast forward to work. So I was hoping we could do that. Alright, and we get no report. See, but now we've got an aircraft en route because it takes 5 hours. So, you know, if I go here... How does that take 5 hours? Maybe it's one of these others. Yeah, 6 hour. Alright, so yeah, I think it's these. No. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe because it's getting ready? I'm really not sure. So, we're going to have departing and arriving. Some more people are arriving. But my hope was that I could move forward, and then that would have helped get us to the point where we can do something, because we're only 53% researched. But things aren't really going to happen until, you know, 9 a.m. So we're going to get 3 flights in before we do that. You know, information down here. We're going to have 40 people departing. We've got staff, so surplus of things. That's always good. No baggage, but there we go. 18 en route to parked. Okay, people are coming in at almost 4 a.m., so everybody's starting to get checked in for the first flight. Here comes people on the second. Now what I need to do, now that I think about this though, I probably need another, even though I'd prefer not to, I think I need another check-in desk. So let's do that, because I think the problem may be, usually you can't, let's see, you can't get multiple flights set up on, okay. So they are... So we might be okay, but it's probably helpful to have another check-in desk. So, you know what? I don't have any construction people on site, I don't think. Oh no, I do have deployed contractors. Okay. So they're around, but they're probably waiting for stuff to arrive. Not sure. Because, yeah, they're here, but no, that's a bus with people. I'm confused. Why is it not building? Oh, there we go. Okay. So now it is built. Now what I will do is extend the queue as I did with the other one. There we go. So now we have 3 queues, and that way check-in can happen for 3 flights simultaneously. So I should certainly have close to as many check-in desks as I have gates, because otherwise that just causes a problem. So let's see. Yeah, everybody's checked in, everybody's through security, so I think I'm okay. People are showing up for the others. Oh, see, now this one, interesting. Is it delayed because of something I did? No, okay, it landed, so, because it shouldn't be delayed from my end. Alright, so let's go back here. Where are we? 65. So we're going to move things along because I'd like to get somewhere a little further than this in this episode. Oh, I don't think... I'm guessing we can't give that jet... Oh no, it will still take the fuel, so... I was worried it would not, but, you know, again, some money for us. Oh, here comes some rain. We only know the weather because we see it, because we don't have an active weather station. But we're going to have a pretty good day today. So I think, again, blue is, you know, there's still, there you go, blue is planned, green is en route. Is, just in case you didn't see it, the status indicator there gives me a little bit more info. We're always looking to see if there's messages there. Alright, so these guys are going. They're all heading out. Whoops, alright, email. Today's operations report. That's right, because we have our first full day with a COO. So, we processed 235 passengers and 0 bags across 15 flights. 7 were GA, 8 were commercial. Airport rating for the day is 70%, and our average was 65. Past 24 hours have a gentle breeze with an average temperature of 68.2, average wind speed of 10 knots. So everything processed, 7 aircraft refueled. The airline rating, 59%, pretty nice. If you remember, we were in the 30s. So, tasks executed. Supposed to be rain, 75. Long-term average airport is okay, but could use some improvement. Our average airport rating is better today than yesterday. And that tends to be what we start to see. So, let's see where things stand. Getting close, getting close. So we can speed up again. Alright, everybody's in. Nobody's red. Landed on time. Being serviced. You know, and there's only like 20 folks on each plane, so I think we've got plenty of seating right now for the size that we have. I think we're going to need to make a bigger secure area, because I think when we expand, my medium gate's going to go there. Alright, we have got to be getting close. There we go, 83%. And I think the next thing we're going to do is JetA Fuel, but I think we're just maybe going to get through emergency operations here, and that'll be it. Which is unfortunate, but what is one going to do? Few animals running around, which is interesting given that we do have fencing, I think. I guess we didn't go all the way around the bottom, but see, this is where a problem can occur, as they're running over the runway and whatever. Oh my goodness. This is taking a long time. We're basically going to get through the whole day. Even though it was 24 hours, I think we're researching significantly less than we were. Nothing too bad. We've got 4 flights, because one I think just took off. There goes another. You know, we're still at 2 million. We might be making a tiny bit of money each day. I'm not sure. 2 more flights have come in. Down to just 3. There goes 1 leaving. We've got to be really close. 97.8. Maybe by 8? Probably not. Or by 6 p.m.? That would be nice, but I'm thinking maybe not. Oh, we're getting there. So maybe 99.8. 99.9. Alright, emergency response units are complete. Alright, this just needs an hour, so I'm definitely going to start JetA Fuel, because that will help us. I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything today, correct. These planes have already arrived, but if I can get that research done... So there we go. We can do an emergency response station and a police station. Alright, so let's do this. And we're going to place that there. And then we're going to place that. Why is it not valid? Oh, I see. I guess it needs to be a little further back. Alright, and we have what available to us now? Ah, a large weather station. So that's what I wanted. So I'm going to put that over, and we'll put it by the taxiway. Alright, so that'll get us a couple things. We're already almost at 40% with the JetA Fuel. I'm very excited about that, because I think that does open some things up. Now, as you might imagine, with some massive building, our hourly balance is pretty sad. But we're getting things delivered. We're getting our construction people moving along here. We've only got 16 of them. We'll see if it takes a terribly long amount of time. Probably won't. Alright, so they've arrived at the fire station. We've actually got one that's going to the police station. And they're pounding away. I don't know if you can hear them. Got to get kind of close. Drills and hammers, nails. Now, I'm also... Alright, so we have security patrols available, but I'm also going to need some vehicles. So I'm going to need a fire truck. So let's see, we're going to need a fire truck. Oh, really? Okay. So I can't do it quite yet, but I can do this for JetA Fuel, because that has been researched. And in the meantime then, we can go here and we can get small JetA, get that built, and then we'll have a truck, and by the morning we will be able to fuel some aircraft. Alright, let's see. So, we're going to have a busy night here at the airport, I think. It's taking a while to build things out. There we go. Alright, new product has arrived, which will be our truck. So that is... oh, okay, he's already coming. So that is our JetA. Yep, right? Oh no, that's our 100. Did I buy the wrong truck? Or is it not here yet? No, okay. There's our JetA. I'm like, don't tell me I bought the wrong truck. Now, alright, so we've got all the construction people running, going to get stuff. They're getting their boxes. They should have everything they need to get a good start on the police station. So I'm hoping by midnight we have the police station done, and then we'll have Fuel A done after that. But yeah, we got people crawling all over the place with a couple hours to go. But let me slow this down a little bit, because now at this point I want an ambulance and I want a fire truck. But I can't do a police station yet because I don't have that. But that way, again, we'll have these vehicles, and now I can go and order a police car. So there we go. So we've got all the vehicles we need well before midnight. And then our construction people, where are they? There they are. I can see the little dots. There they go. They're heading back, and then they're going to come up here to put our Fuel A together. So there we go. We've got our fire truck, our police car, and they're building away. There we go. So we're all set, other than we have no fuel, but that should be remedied shortly. This should be... hopefully it is JetA. Just a question of is it actually going to make it, or is it going to do the wonderful circle that it always does? It looks like we're going to play the circle that it always does. So I don't quite understand what the logic is there? Alright, and we now have a weather station. So what that gives us now is, look at that. And that's why I was waiting for the larger one. It might prove useful at some point, but you know, we can see kind of every couple hours forecast or when things change. Alright, so we're getting some GA aircraft in here. Planes are en route, which probably simply means they're sitting at the next airport. There we go, and now our JetA Fuel truck is filling up. 20,000 gallons of JetA Fuel, and that will put us in a good spot. So we're going to get ourselves close to 5 a.m. here, and I am going to go ahead and say we have done what we can, because this has been a little bit of a lengthy episode, but, you know, things take some time. So, but you know what I should be doing? I should probably be researching something else. Let's see. Floor construction, what is that going to do? Remote stand, I probably actually want to get medium aircraft going. So let me do that, and then we have 5. You know, I wasted a few hours that they could have been working, but that's all right. But that will get us going, so basically overnight tomorrow sometime, you know, by Sunday morning maybe, we'll have medium aircraft capability. Alright, it looks like we have a problem here. I need a service technician. So, not quite sure. I thought I didn't need that until I had a hangar, but it looks like, obviously, we need one. So let's hire some of these folks. So there's 4 jobs available, so I still need a couple more. So we'll get this one and this one. This is not going to be an airport that skimps on services. So there we go. Jobs claimed. And then probably in the next few minutes, next few hours, there we go. Equalized, so we're all good. So let me get a little closer along here. And forecast was rain is coming. I'm not quite sure what that meant. Rain's here as far as I'm concerned. So we're going to wrap this up. Hope you've enjoyed our second installment here. Again, we've not, in theory, done a ton. I mean, the first thing we did was open bathrooms. That's obviously important. Added a 3rd service counter. We've added some JetA Fuel. We've got some emergency response in case something starts to happen. So that will always be good. And, you know, we've got an airport police car. And we've got an ambulance and a fire truck. So I will need to get a hangar up. So I will be doing that at some point. So I'm actually going to do that at this point. We're going to throw a hangar in there, and we'll have that then as something that we start building in the morning, but that will allow us to repair some planes. My biggest challenge is going to be, as I expand, you know, that's a small hangar. A larger hangar needs more room, you know, and again, I'm thinking I'm going to put my medium runway right there, and eventually I'll do my bigger runway across the top is kind of what my thoughts are, but we'll have to see how everything plays out. But for now, I think we're in great shape. And if you've enjoyed this and haven't dropped a like, please consider that. If you are not a subscriber to the channel, please consider that. With a small channel like myself, those things really help and they're greatly appreciated. And I will see you next time.